Andrew, Croupette Anglais.
Suksabai. Kamochimo Dem.
Chàng bật bọc phải lại nước mày nè.
From SicKids.
Chàng tôi thắc có chuột đen một bị khang ở ông cá SicKids.
SicKids is a small charity from the northwest of England.
Chàng chẳng chỉ thà ông cá SicKids nó cứ chữ ông cá sọc rọt so tôi môi nơi phía kháng chơi hay nơi kháng ca này bật tay ông lẽ.
And our goal is to protect and look after the health and well-being of children and young people, both in England and here in Cambodia.
Chàng hay cô bầm nó rồi bọn ông cá SicKids nó cứ mới thái phong khmênh tôi đang nó không bật tay ông lẽ hay đang nơi ở không bật tay Cambodia.
And for many children here, this SicKids sensory space will be really important for your ongoing health and well-being.
We're very pleased to be here in Cambodia.
Chàng con nghe rắm thác qua sổ bái đi mình tên để qua ban mà đo bật tay Cambodia.
To open the first SicKids sensory space in Cambodia.
Xong mà ba mà đo mình nè, đo tin nè.
Này quỳ ní con nè. Quỳ nè. Quỳ đó nè, đo chu quế nhá.
Smiley.
Apa satu mu?
So the end of a very long, very successful week, I think.
I think it's so busy and it went so fast I didn't even understand. It's been amazing. And I just had imagined in my little mind is that it's some kind of outreach work in a poverty-stricken area, but I had no idea about the breadth of the Malok Dakpang does. Yeah. So all the aspects of the work, each one is a highlight in one way.
Yeah.
The clinics, the teaching, the educational program, the nutrition, the outreach, everything is a highlight.
The number of patients that we've seen has been huge, but we've seen, I think, probably every one of the children that Malok Dakpang has that has a developmental delay or a learning disability or a physical disability or some additional need.
Okay.
And that for me was really important, to have you come and join us to give a second opinion on the management of these children. That's been really useful for me. But this has always been about a two-way partnership as far as I'm concerned. And I always get things that I can take back to the UK. So I've learned here in the clinic this time about the management of some of these conditions that I wouldn't have learnt about in the UK, and that's because I've had you here to help me through that management. But every time, of course, I also reinforce the learning about child exploitation, neglect, the contribution of poverty into child development, or the lack of child development sometimes. So there are certainly things that I take back to the UK every time I come here, as well as bringing skills here that I know from the medical team are useful to the children and young people here.
Why? Yeah, I agree. I think the lessons learned to take back is this outreach work itself. if we can apply this in UK, there would be so much savings in NHS because not attending, the default rate would reduce quite significantly.
They have an absolutely brilliant setup here for integration of health, social care, education, vocational training, and employment for the future for children and young people. And that kind of total integration is something they've built up over the course of at least a decade. But that kind of integration is something that the UK can really learn from.
Absolutely.
And you've seen that no child didn't attend our clinic this week. We had actually more than 100% attendance.
More than 100%
because
attendance.
We had some that were extra. But the way that they empower the young people with their notes as they come into clinic, and the way that their families know that it's important to get health care for their children and young people, as of course our UK families know, but they go one step further here to really facilitate their attendance, which means you get 100% attendance in clinic.
I know. I think one thing that I'm going to apply straight away as I go back, I'm not going to allow the nurses to bring their notes. I'm going to ask the children to bring their notes.
I think that's really good.
I think that's easily done, and why are we not doing it?
Yeah, it's really good to get them involved in their own
consultation.
People are looking at the children that we are supporting with SicKids and in partnership with Dr Pang is really amazing, and it makes all of the time when I thought I was about to melt totally worth every second. But for me, the biggest highlight, of course, is the fact that we've just opened the first SicKids sensory space in Cambodia. And I'm really proud of that sensory space, and I'm really excited to see how Dr Pang uses it to improve the health and well-being of the children who will be using the sensory room.
Can I just say something here? I think your idea of raising money through SicKids and providing this sensory room is an excellent one. It's going to be so productive, but the work you've done behind the scene is also absolutely commendable. Bringing all that much weight through the train system, cargo system, a plane system, and then another transport from Phnom Penh to Shirangkal. I think very commendable, and I think every part of this is going to be very worth the effort. It will really benefit these children, especially children with autistic behavior, any behavioral problems, and these children who's been underexposed to stimulation. They would absolutely benefit from it.
Thank you very much.
Super duper thing you've done.
Thank you.
Really, thanks to SicKids.
Well, thank you, Bratati. It's been really incredible having you here. Thank you.
Well, thank you for all the hard work you've put in behind the scene.
Thank you. Now, if you've been watching all of these vlogs all the way through and you're still with us, a big thank you for that. It really does mean an awful lot. And if you are still with us, it means that you like what we do. And if that is the case, then please do consider donating. Now, I know you get this from a lot of charities, but it would make a massive difference to children and young people in the northwest of England and also in Cambodia. Now, unlike quite a few charities, SicKids, we can guarantee that every single penny that lands in our bank account goes directly to supporting children and young people. And that's because we have no overheads. The trustees, Diane and Jimmy, Andrew and I, all contribute our own donations to the charity, and there is no cost to the charity for any of our hotels and travel. Now, to donate any amount by credit or debit card, just go to the SicKids website and click on Support Us. You'll find details there, and please do remember to tick the box that says gift aid. It makes no difference to you, but if you are a UK taxpayer, it means that we can get an extra 25% back on your donation from the UK government. If you're not a UK taxpayer, don't let that stop you. All currencies are welcome. Now, the easiest way you can donate is via text message. So why not do that now? If you've got a UK mobile, pick up your phone and go to your messaging app and type SK01, then a space, then a £, and then a number. That number is the amount of money in pounds that you'd like to donate to SicKids. Then when you've done that, send that message for free to 70070. And finally, if you prefer a more traditional method, just have a look at our website, click on the Contact Us page, and you'll find details of our address so that you can send us a donation by post, or indeed email us so you can get our bank details for a good old-fashioned bank transfer. And that's nearly it from us. But Bratati, we do have a treat for you tomorrow, so watch out for that. Stay tuned for a bonus vlog tomorrow, and then straight after that we'll be leaving this lovely place and returning home. Thanks to all the team at Malop Pang. They do a really exceptional job, and all of us at SicKids are really proud to be a part of that. Thank you, and from all of us, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.